looks good when I have a freaking wow. You're a mosquito.
Okay. So swat at it. Why are you walking away?
I don't want to kill it.
Seriously?
Dad, can you get it? Dad.
Oh, there he is. There, he's gone.
Dad, can you help me up? Oh, stop.
Bloopers.
Are you filming?
Yes.
Hey gearheads, thanks for tuning in. On this episode of Dan's Garage, Dan turns the Chevelle into a remote control car, so we don't need the steering wheel anymore. JK. But he does have to fix this turn signal thingy. Hey Dan, run that intro!
Hey Gearheads, thanks for tuning in. This is a special Father's Day edition of Dan's Garage. Even though I'm filming it on Father's Day, but you're not going to see it on Father's Day, you'll see it later, which will be Thursday, or whenever you're watching this. But if you're a father, happy Father's Day. We are going to get back to working on the Chevelle. Got a little thing I need to do, shouldn't take too long, but I do want to take a moment to stop and thank you for watching and apologize for not posting a video the last couple weeks. If you haven't noticed it, then don't worry about it. But I do plan on posting more videos. I got the wiring figured out for the Yukon for the backup camera. I got the project we're doing on the Chevelle here today, and I also have that Malibu I'm going to be selling because I have the title for it, so that's going to be coming up as well. Let me show you what I'm going to be working on. So, sitting in the Chevelle, driving around, and the turn signal rod is really loose. So, the canceling cams on these are plastic, so it either stripped out or it just loosened up and I need to tighten it. So, first thing we're going to do is pop the steering wheel off. Alright, so I have a Grant GT steering wheel. If you have any kind of Grant wheel, and maybe any other wheel, there's actually a little opening to help you get the horn out. And it's around the side here. And let's see if we can show it to you. And it's actually this little opening right here. And what you do is just stick a screwdriver in there. And basically just push it away from you. And it pops off. Then, of course, you have the fun of getting it off of here, depending on how tight it is and how smooth it is. There we go. And once you get the horn button off, you'll notice on here there's 3 very slight indents up here where my finger is. There's 3 of them around here. And they actually work with these openings here. You have 3 of them here. So depending on how your horn goes on, you can line those up, kind of push it in and twist it a little bit and it'll lock on, or you may have a different system, but that's how this one works. So now I just need to pull this middle bolt off. As you can see, I have my spring kind of wedged in here because it makes it easier to put it together, but we can just pull that off, and then I just got to pull this nut off. Now for this, what I do is just kind of use my legs to hold the steering wheel, and if you have a long bar, depending on when your steering wheel was off last, it really shouldn't be too tight because there's a spring on the back. And then we also have this washer on here. Now at this point you may need to use a puller on yours if it hasn't been off. You may need to take these 3 screws out and put a puller on here. It'll push against this and pop it off. But I've had this off so much I know it just pops off if I just give it a couple slaps. And there we go. Alright, so then you just pull your spring off, put that aside, and your canceling cam, that'll slide off and get out of the way. And it's basically just this bolt right here. You can see how loose this is. Now this is obviously plastic, the canceling cam, so you want to be very careful that you don't over tighten it. I got 9/30 seconds. I'm not even going to use a ratchet because I don't want to over tighten it. I just get it snug. And now it's as loose as it's going to be with the plastic, but I think we'll be in good shape there. So thankfully it wasn't stripped, and we're going to go ahead and put it back together. Canceling cam goes back on, spring goes back on. So when you put your wheel on, you got to make sure that your canceling cam notch is lined up with the hole on the steering wheel. And keep in mind, these gears does not have These gears do not have a keyway, so you can basically put the steering wheel anywhere you want. So you may need to make sure that you take it off when it's perfectly straight and your wheels are straight, so when you put it back on, it's going to be straight, or else you'll be going down the road like this when you're driving straight. So, and you can see that spring, how that attaches, so just kind of hold it in there, and we'll go ahead and put the nut and the washer back on, and then we'll tighten it up. And again, I'm just going to use my legs and my hand to hold the steering wheel while we crank it down and make sure it's nice and tight, not going to fall off on us. And then, like I said before, I kind of put my spring in here because it holds it easier and I don't have to worry about it not working with the horn button. And then the horn button, you got your 3 notches here. You got to line those up here as best as you can, and then just kind of twist it a little bit. And there you go. Now, I don't use my horn because this thing tends to fall off if I hit it, so I'm going to leave it alone. And we'll go ahead and check our alignment. And that's it. Pretty easy job. If you have any questions, put something down in the comments below. Check out the other channels that I put in my details on the video. And if you like this, I thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can see future videos. If you're looking for a Chevelle project, I got a ton of them I'm going to be selling with titles on eBay with no reserve. So definitely check out those videos as well. And that's pretty much it for this one. So thanks for watching. Stay positive and keep on wrenching. Do you think you should say JK, or should you say...
JK.
Just kidding.
I'd say
I don't know that I have many millennial and Gen Zs watching Dan's Garage. It's like old guys, and they're going to be like, hey, what does JK mean?
You should put a little caption on the screen that says, in parentheses, just kidding.